You're telling me Mendeecees really had the nerve to interrupt Yandy Smith Harris' emotional Instagram live? She was clearly upset. Her hands were shaking, her voice was cracking, and her mascara was running down her cheeks. It wasn't just a typical messy drama moment. It felt real, raw, and shocking, like a reality show that jumped off the screen and straight onto everyone's phones. And the craziest part? It involved Mena, someone who was smiling in Yandy's face one moment and allegedly hooking up with her man the next. People online couldn't handle it. This wasn't some PR stunt or a fake storyline for views. It was real, unfiltered chaos. And now everyone's left wondering, who shared that live? Why did Mendeecees leave like that? And how did Erica go from being a fan favorite to public enemy number one? Get ready, because this story will make you rethink loyalty, friendship, and everything in between. It all started like any other night. Yandy went live on Instagram talking to her followers like she usually does. She was giving out her usual good vibes and motivational words, telling people to stay strong and stay beautiful. It was peaceful, even kind of relaxing. Then, out of nowhere, everything changed. Her tone dropped. Her eyes welled up. And she said something that made viewers freeze in disbelief. She said, "A woman I once called my sister slept with my husband's girlfriend." And while that sentence alone was enough to shake everyone, things got even more intense when people noticed Mendeecees walking around in the background, clearly stressed. He wasn't just pacing, he looked like he realized that something major had just slipped out that wasn't meant for the public. Then, with a low voice, he mumbled, "You weren't supposed to say that on live." Without saying another word, he grabbed his car keys, left the frame, and slammed the door on his way out. It was like he knew the internet was about to explode, and it did. The live stream cut off. Social media lost its mind. The hashtags started trending before Yandy could even wipe her tears. People were talking about Mendeecees, Erica, Betrayal, and everything in between. And who exactly is this sister Yandy was referring to? None other than Mena. Yes, the same Erica who's always been on that fine line between glamorous and messy ever since she joined reality TV. She was the one shouting she was healing just last month. She even once threatened someone at a baby shower. Now she's being accused of backstabbing one of her closest friends. This drama didn't come out of nowhere. The rumors had been floating for months. People were already side-eyeing the way Mendeecees and Erica were acting at private gatherings, touches that lasted too long, flirty laughs, and a little too much closeness for comfort. At first, people tried to brush it off as just typical reality show behavior. But there were videos, screenshots, and clips circulating online. Their body language said more than enough. Then came Yandy's 40th birthday party. Erica showed up in a dress that looked more like it was meant for attention than celebration. She was drinking and mingling. But some of Yandy's real friends, people who don't play when it comes to loyalties, started to notice something wasn't right. According to a so-called witness, we'll call her Tanisha from the Bronx, she claimed she saw Mendeecees and Erica sneak off together into a guest house. No cameras followed them in. By the time the party was over, Yandy was left washing wine glasses, and neither Mendeecees nor Erica were anywhere in sight. Whatever happened in that guest house, well, it didn't take night vision to figure it out. That moment should have been the biggest warning sign. But Yandy stayed quiet. She kept her cool and held on to her marriage. She didn't make a sign. That livestream just weeks before a rumored separation announcement. At the center of this chaos is the breakdown of trust between Yandy and Erica. These two went from being inseparable to publicly shading each other online. It was messy. One day they were posting selfies from a spa day. The next they were throwing low blows on Twitter like teenagers. Somewhere between the fake smiles and forced apologies, the truth started leaking out. Then it got worse. Someone close to the situation, who we'll just call Lo, came forward with actual proof. Lo shared direct messages between Erica and Mendeecees that had been going on for months. These weren't just casual chats. They were filled with flirty emojis, hotel meetups in Atlanta, and even strange talk about divorce and money troubles. At one point, Erica even asked if Mendeecees was filing for divorce and unemployment at the same time. That line alone had people questioning everything. And these weren't old messages either. These were recent conversations, deleted texts, FaceTime calls in the middle of the night, and a level of comfort that no married man should have with someone his wife considers a sister. Erica wasn't just being shady. She was playing a dangerous game with someone else's relationship. And Mendeecees, he didn't exactly shut it down. Now that everything's out, the damage is done. Yandy's image as the calm, collected, loyal wife has been shaken. Her trust was destroyed in real time, with the world watching. The public's sympathy is with her, but that doesn't undo the betrayal she felt from two people who were supposed to be close to her, and now everyone is waiting. waiting to see what happens next. Will Mendeecees speak out? Will Erica issue a real apology? Or will this entire mess just fade away into the never-ending cycle of reality TV scandals? Things took a turn for the worse when Yandy reportedly found a burner phone hidden in Mendeecees' gym bag just days before her emotional livestream. Normally, a gym bag holds things like protein powder or maybe an old gym membership card. But this wasn't normal. This phone was packed with secrets photos, videos, and even voice notes that didn't belong in any faithful husband's possession. One of the most shocking audio clips had Erica's voice softly whispering, "She doesn't know how to love you, right, baby? But I do." Imagine hearing that as a wife. Your husband's alleged sidewoman trying to lecture you about your own marriage? Yandy sat under the glow of her ring light, trying to keep her composure while fighting back tears. Her fans flooded the comments section, calling out the betrayal and dragging Erica for her part in the mess. Some people joked that Erica must be allergic to boundaries. Others said, if this were a scripted show, they'd be done watching. But it wasn't. This was real, painful, embarrassing, and unfolding live online. To make things worse, Erica hasn't said a word to deny any of it. No statement, no apology, not even a fake PR cleanup post. Instead, she dropped a few vague Instagram stories saying things like, "People hate when you mind your business," and "Sometimes what's broken should stay broken." She tried to act unbothered, but everyone saw through it. If drama had a face cream, Erica would be the brand ambassador. As the live ended and the internet went into meltdown mode, Mendeecees had disappeared. Rumors began to swirl that he had packed a bag and left their home, retreating to his cousin's place in Jersey City. According to people close to the situation, he was laying low and trying to figure out what excuse could possibly explain the chaos he had created. Meanwhile, Yandy's team had gone into full damage control mode, hiring lawyers, PR firms, and doing everything possible to protect her name and future. But even with all the cleanup efforts, one question still remained. Was this really the first time Mendeecees messed up, or just the first time he got caught? Social media detectives wasted no time. By the next morning, Twitter threads, TikTok explainers, and even astrology breakdowns were popping up everywhere. Everyone wanted to know what was on that burner phone, and it didn't disappoint. It revealed not one, not two, but 3 different women allegedly in contact with Mendeecees behind Yandy's back. Erica was the most obvious, but she wasn't the only one. A woman named Shale from Miami claimed Mendeecees flew her out back in February. She even sent direct messages to gossip sites with what she called proof boarding passes, hotel selfies, and even photos of them together. She said he told her that he and Yandy were just business partners, faking a relationship for the cameras. It didn't stop there. Another voicemail, supposedly from Mendeecees, was leaked, where he said, "I just need someone who doesn't bother me about my past." Really? The man who spent years in prison is out here acting like he's too good to be questioned? Then came the final blow: messages between Erica and Mendeecees, allegedly leaked by someone claiming to be a fed-up production assistant on Love and Hip Hop. The messages were cruel. One said, "She doesn't know how to deal with a real man. That's why you come to me. She's too busy playing wife on Instagram." Erica allegedly replied, "You already know I got you. If she can't keep you, that's not my problem." It wasn't just cheating anymore, it was betrayal at a theatrical level. Fans were horrified. In the comment sections, people were saying things like, "Not her bragging about being a side chick, like it's a career." Others joked that this needed a full documentary series. Some even called on Mona Scott-Young to turn this mess into a spin-off. And as the drama hit its peak, even celebrities began reacting. Cameron SX Juju, who's no stranger to heartbreak herself, posted a cryptic quote on her story. Then, reality star Remy Ma tweeted something that made everyone pause. "A woman can only hold a man down for so long before she lets go." But the loudest response came from Tahiri, who went live and said what a lot of people were thinking. "Y'all acting like this is shocking? That man been foul. Ask around." She smirked and added, "Erica's messy, but she doesn't move unless she's invited." Then she laughed, saying the whole situation felt like a freestyle battle gone wrong. Fans started digging even deeper. A TikTok creator with over 600,000 followers broke down Mendeecees' so-called manipulation cycle. According to her, he always follows the same pattern: charm, gaslight, play victim, then hit reset during the reunion show. She pointed out that right before every Love and Hip Hop season ends, he somehow finds himself at the center of controversy, only to magically return the next season with a redemption arc. And honestly, it sounds too accurate to ignore. Let's not forget, this is the same man Yandy supported through years of prison. She waited for him, helped rebuild his public image, and got him back on TV. She was loyal through everything. And now he's the one throwing all that away. While Mendeecees is hiding out, Yandy's followers are rallying behind her. But even support can't erase the public humiliation. Everyone saw the moment she broke down. Everyone heard the live confession. And now everyone is watching to see what she does next. Will she forgive him? Will she walk away? Will Erica ever admit anything? The situation is still unfolding. But one thing's clear. This was never just about cheating. This was about lies, manipulation, and two people Yandy trusted turning into her biggest enemies. Yandy gave everything: her loyalty, her time, and her entire heart. And how did Mendeecees return the favor? With betrayal and manipulation? After everything she did for him, especially when he was behind bars, this is what she gets in return. While Yandy is quietly holding her family together and picking up the pieces of her broken marriage, Erica is busy uploading gym selfies, smiling in activewear with captions like, "Peace, looks good on me, stay mad." Seriously, she's acting like she just won a reality show competition. Instead of being at the center of a massive cheating scandal, one of Erica's most jaw-dropping posts was a series of throwback photos showing her with Mendeecees at public events, clearly aimed at suggesting they've been close for a long time. She captioned it, "We've been real," as if that was supposed to justify everything. The boldness wasn't just shocking, it was offensive. And just when people thought it couldn't get more outrageous, reports began to surface that Scott Young, the producer behind Love and Hip Hop, might be turning the entire thing into a new TV special. According to behind-the-scenes whispers, Mena is already working on a reunion-type show titled Love and Hip Hop, Loyalty or Lies. She's allegedly lining up people like Cameron, Tahiri, Chrissy Lampkin, and even Mama D to give their take on who's in the wrong. You already know Mama D is going to turn this chaos into a must-watch moment. While Mena counts her potential, Prophet's Yandy is sitting with lawyers and looking into divorce options. She's not just preparing for heartbreakers, preparing for a legal battle in front of millions. Meanwhile, Mendeecees has vanished. No apology, no social media statement, no public gesture. His camp's only response was a brief message asking for privacy. But let's be honest, when you let someone like Erica into your marriage and treat it like the BET Awards after-party, you give up your right to privacy. And fans haven't forgotten that moment years ago when Mendeecees sat on national television and admitted he wasn't sure if he would have held Yandy down if the roles were reversed. That comment hit even harder now. They didn't just share a brand or TV contracts, they built a blended family. And now, that entire foundation is cracking in real time. Sources close to Yandy say that her oldest child knows something is going on. She's trying to keep the younger kids shielded from the noise online. But that's nearly impossible when your entire relationship is being dissected on social media. But here's where it gets even more disturbing. There's another woman. A new player is reportedly stepping forward, and people are calling her the receipts queen. Word is, she's got video evidence, screen recordings, voice notes, and even hotel footage from a recent trip to Miami that showed just how deep this betrayal goes. If everything leaks like she claims it will, Yandy's livestream might look tame in comparison. This anonymous woman has said she's coming forward within the next 48 hours, and insiders believe her claims could completely change everything. We thought we knew. She reportedly has proof of private meetings, travel receipts, and conversations that paint a clear picture of deceit. Fans are already bracing themselves for another wave of mess. What's coming could shake Mendeecees, Erica, and even VH1 itself. Let's rewind to that now infamous hotel video, the grainy clip that showed Mendeecees in a luxury suite with someone who was definitely not his wife. People on TikTok and Twitter analyzed every second of it, zooming in, enhancing audio, and connecting the dots. But what really sent the internet into a tailspin were the voice messages. One leaked message allegedly has Mendeecees promising Erica that he would keep their connection secret, saying things like Yandy's too caught up in everything else. To notice, these weren't business texts, they weren't casual combos. These were real emotional exchanges, full-on betrayal. There were also hotel receipts linked to